We're gonna get through this.
(2022). Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem, so they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather, employees of his Los Angeles gym.
Floyd Mayweather was visibly shaken as reports emerged that he might owe the IRS as much as $500 million. In a quiet, unsteady tone, he remarked, "We're gonna get through this." Once known for his confidence and bravado, the former champion now confronts a financial challenge that rivals any fight he faced inside the ring.
We're gonna get through this. That's tough.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly stated that he has settled his IRS obligations, yet government records indicate otherwise. The IRS asserts that substantial debts remain unpaid, directly challenging his claims. These ongoing tax issues, despite his denials, continue to raise questions about his financial accountability and transparency.
Imagine getting a letter from the IRS saying you owe millions in taxes. That is how Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS in 2022. Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem, so they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word free below this video and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can receive the link immediately after your comment.
Floyd Mayweather has always approached money differently than most. Rather than saving for the future, he openly embraces the idea that money is meant to be spent. He has reflected on the joy he found in simpler times before fame and fortune dominated his life. For Mayweather, the excitement lies not in accumulating wealth, but in using it to enjoy the present. This philosophy has influenced both his lifestyle and public persona, where indulging in luxury often takes priority over long-term planning.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you gotta be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. No matter how you look at it, just because I may wear a diamond necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
Lately, Floyd Mayweather has been spotted residing in high-end rental properties, many of which he reportedly doesn't occupy for extended periods. These homes appear to be selected more for their impressive look than for practicality or comfort. Industry insiders suggest that this isn't about settling down. It's about projecting an image rather than investing in permanent residences that build long-term stability. Mayweather seems intent on using these lavish rentals to reinforce the persona of unending wealth and luxury.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
Floyd Mayweather has always sought the spotlight. When comparisons arise between him and athletes from other sports, he doesn't always respond gracefully. For example, when someone suggested that UFC star Conor McGregor could be considered the Mayweather of MMA, Floyd seemed visibly unsettled and quickly dismissed the idea. This incident offered fans a glimpse into his competitive nature, not just in the ring, but in the realm of fame and public perception. It highlighted his desire to be recognized as the ultimate benchmark, extending his standard of excellence beyond boxing itself.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you know?
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. A living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson once offered a blunt perspective on Floyd Mayweather's personality, suggesting that he might be too self-focused. Tyson noted that Mayweather's constant flaunting of wealth can come across as disconnected, particularly when many people are facing financial struggles. While some admire his confidence, others see it as an excessive display lacking humility. Tyson's comments echo a wider sentiment among fans and fellow athletes who feel that Floyd's flashy behavior isn't as impressive as it once appeared.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world. You know, it's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about, what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we wanna have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends.
Floyd Mayweather frequently points to his modest upbringing to justify his extravagant lifestyle. He emphasizes the hard work that brought him success and feels entitled to enjoy the fruits of his efforts. In his eyes, luxury cars, designer watches, and sprawling homes aren't acts of arrogance. They're symbols of achievement. Mayweather presents them as a source of inspiration, showing that those who start with nothing can reach great heights. For him, the message is clear. If he could rise from humble beginnings, so can others.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry. What's the problem, for Christ's sake? You know what I'm gonna have to do to get it.
Floyd Mayweather has at times contrasted his income with other fighters, including Anthony Joshua, suggesting that he earned more without relying on massive audiences. While there may be some truth to his claim, it came across as a defensive reminder of his financial dominance. Bragging about wealth has long been part of Mayweather's persona, but such comparisons can seem excessive, especially when critics are already raising questions about the long-term stability of his finances.
I guess, his, because, he talks about his money a lot, so he compared, I guess, his fight with Pacquiao to Anthony Joshua, and he was saying, basically, they didn't need 100,000 or 90,000 people to do X amount of dollars. Here, I'm gonna let you listen to it. Here's what he had to say verbatim. Here's what Floyd said about Anthony Joshua.
Talk about that. I was in the Guinness Book of World Record for breaking all the records. You didn't tell him that?
Of course you have.
for generating billions in the sport of boxing, or having the fastest sellout crowd. But those guys done. And I was watching a fight when I was at my Miami house. I was at my Miami home. I was watching a fight with Klitschko and the guy Joshua.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather ran into controversy with his Los Angeles gym staff. Multiple employees came forward, claiming they hadn't received paychecks for weeks, with some even staging protests outside the gym to demand what they were owed. For someone who markets himself as a savvy businessman, these reports can seriously hurt his reputation. Both fans and critics question how a man so vocal about his wealth could fall short on fulfilling basic obligations to his own employees.
Well, I think probably gonna use this.
Okay. The money team has no money.
Alright, the money team has no money.
The money team.
Asking for, I had to deal with unsurety. I had to deal with conflict with my now wife because of me not figuring out where I'm gonna where am I gonna get money from to pay my bills? This is insanity, man. We've had members come here and try to offer us we can help you out here, we can give you money, or people gave us Chick-fil-A cards that we could try to eat food this. Fairness is fair, man. You gotta pay what's due. This is about more than just pay at this point. It's come on.
You're good. Thank you.
How you doing? I'm INA11 community activist and a former trainer here at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Hollywood. We're out here today because we're spreading awareness around inhumane conditions that are taking place within a working environment.
Even with worldwide recognition and massive earnings, Floyd Mayweather's carefully curated image is beginning to show cracks. Growing stories about unpaid bills, ongoing legal battles, and questionable money moves suggest that his financial foundation may not be as solid as it once seemed. What used to come across as unshakable confidence now looks, to some, like denial.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries? $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. What? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. Financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles, employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between $100 to $200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure. Employees are questioning whether Mayweather himself is aware of the financial.
Floyd Mayweather has always emphasized passing his success on to the next generation. He wants his children to be self-reliant and create their own business ventures. Over time, he's developed multiple enterprises, including his promotional company and the TMT, the Money Team brand, which has become a key part of his legacy outside the ring.
My job is to help you. Yeah, I'm with Floyd, getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me and we laughing, we kicking, and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
At the end of 2024, Floyd Mayweather revealed that he had acquired a sprawling real estate portfolio in Upper Manhattan, reportedly valued at more than $400 million. He claimed the properties included hundreds of residential units and insisted he owned them outright, with no partners involved. While some saw this as a bold investment move, critics highlighted that he made the purchase despite carrying significant debts. To many, it seemed less about smart financial planning and more about making a statement, prioritizing flashy headlines over long-term stability.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Recently, Floyd Mayweather's name surfaced in a lawsuit connected to stolen jewelry. While there's no evidence he was personally involved, the association raised eyebrows. Critics argue that incidents like this suggest he's struggling to sustain a lifestyle that may be beyond his means. Combined with other ongoing financial troubles, it has cast a shadow over his image as a savvy businessman, making some question just how stable his empire really is.
So have you heard about the $4 million RICO lawsuit that Floyd Mayweather and Tyga is being hit with? Wow. So apparently it's over some stolen jewelry and, or at least allegedly. And the entire story is pretty crazy. And the fact that they're calling it a RICO was pretty wild as well. Because apparently there was some type of, at least what is being alleged, some type of scheme set up and ran by these celebrities in order to get away with taking free jewelry off of jewelers. So yeah, seems like...
Another controversy surfaced involving a failed deal between Floyd Mayweather, rapper Tyga, and a Miami jewelry broker. The trio reportedly purchased luxury items from a high-end jeweler, but didn't pay the full amount. While it might seem minor on its own, incidents like this contribute to a broader narrative of financial mismanagement. Patterns of overcommitting and underdelivering have increasingly harmed Mayweather's reputation. Over time, more of his past financial troubles are coming to light. Unpaid taxes, unsettled business deals, and delayed obligations are all catching up to him. What was once a carefree approach to spending without much concern for saving or planning now appears to be creating serious consequences.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid dues in a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheaper.
Do you think Floyd Mayweather can recover from this massive IRS bombshell, or is his empire finally crumbling? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear what you think. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one.